start the program.
That's what I'm saying. I think Garmi is
Yeah.
trying to settle.
Yeah.
We wait for them.
Garmi mom's are up.
Mike.
Sipo, check Garmi whether he's ready.
Okay. Very good evening to everyone. Thank you all for honoring our invitation. First, we would like us to pray in our individual way, silently, before we start the program. Thank you. Housekeeping rules. First, Mr. Mamadi Kurang will address the gathering. Okay. Okay. Few housekeeping rules. Mr. Mamadi will give address and followed by Honorable Chairman Yang Kuat Dabo, a statement. After Yang Kuat's statement, Honorable Kante also a statement. Will followed by Honorable Sise, and there will be questions and answers. And UDP Chairman Bakau constituency, Honorable Dudu Jao, will give vote of thanks. So, schedule of the program, question much ado, we will invite Mr. Mamadi Kurang. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I welcome everybody and thank you, all of you. We thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. And your presence as journalists is very important to us, important for the democracy right in the Gambia. Obviously, today I initiated this press conference to speak about my political future. I feel that the Gambia is at a tipping point. The country with a young democracy, and the democracy is at stake. The future of the next generation is at stake. Our democracy is at the risk of being compromised. At the risk of being compromised, bearing in mind the failure of the transitional justice system that is supposed to be in place, at the risk of self-entrenchment. The country is at a tipping point. The economy, number one. Inflation is rampant. If you ask the government, they will say, but we are thinking as Gambians about our standard of living. That is what is at the mind of most Gambians. While the government is borrowing and borrowing, and the president and his people are talking about building, for us as Gambians, it is better to reflect on history. That we had a government, the PPP, And they have done tremendous infrastructural developments. But people were still asking for improved standard of living. The APRC had come and built roads, just like the PPP from Banjul to Basse, both North and South Bank. But one question that always remained in the mind of Gambians is our standard of living, the cost of living, the daily struggle of the families. That we don't need to tell each or ask each other, how is it going? The verdict: thousands and thousands of young people every day are taking the risk to go backward. While the government mortgages our life by borrowing and borrowing, today the national debt stands at over $100 billion. 50% of that, most of that, just in the last 8 years. As they borrow, there is a risk for the future generation. So the economic debate cannot just be over because the president come and say, "Ngasilolole from Kudang to Jafai," or from Salikenye to Jabakunda. The debate still remains that Gambians deserve better standard of living. My conviction is what brought me here today, that I need, as always, to have a say in where this country goes. 2026 is just at the corner. And every Gambian must ask yourself questions and must take decisions. Personally, I've taken decisions before in my life. As a student, I have stood up for student rights, even though it is not popular. At the university, I have done the same. Working as a young banker, I have made decisions as an auditor that did not favor me at that time, but I think is good for my country. At the Jane Commission, I have made decisions which may not be popular at that time, but I felt is good for the country. Therefore, as a politician, I must keep questioning myself of what I need to do in order to contribute to the country, in order to contribute and determine the destiny of the future. Therefore, at this point in time, I felt it is necessary for me to make a new political standpoint. 2026 is critical for every Gambian. Everybody must play a part. And my part, my journey, is the reason why I call this press conference today. And I must say, I have finally made up my mind that for 2026 December, while the country is at a tipping point, and what is holding us to fall? Are we going to let the country fall? We cannot let the country go astray. We cannot let the economy continue to go down the drain. So the question now is, what are the options? I have analyzed, and I have made no secret of what I think. That in 2026 December, it is necessary for every Gambian to stand up and say no to the third term of the presidency of Adama Barrow. The president says the law is in his favor. Allow for the third term. We cannot go back to that story. We know the story. We know that in the transitional justice, every Gambian voted, every Gambian gave their voice that this country at least should try to be like our sister country, Senegal. Abdou Diouf, they don't hate him. We don't hate Adama Barrow. Abdoulaye Wade, it's not because they hate him. It's not because we hate Barrow. Macky Sall, it's not because we hate Barrow. And now they have Jomai. And if Jomai stays for 10 years, the Senegalese will tell him, no matter how handsome he is, Mister, it is time to go away. That is how a country that wants to go forward should behave and think. It is therefore time for Gambians to ask for an end to the presidency of Adama Barrow at the end of his second term. Not for any personal grievances, but for the future and the destiny of our children. Therefore, I have to ask myself, what is the best possible option? As you know, I'm a politician. Over the past 5 years, I'm new in politics. New legi lang juga si politics. Sign and told dunta politiko kono. Parinka korsiro kele. And I have come to the conclusion that the United Democratic Party I have come to the conclusion that the best option to avoid a third term for the Barrow presidency is the United Democratic Party. My brothers are here.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Some of you may think, why are they here? Is it because it is UDP? I think the story is longer than that. Many of the people, aliye mo Jamal Jijang, ñu bari ñi ngeen fi gis, dama leen xam. We can be on opposite side. I can disagree with Yankuwa, the honorable chairman. I can disagree with my uncle Sise. You have seen my debates with Sonko for the past 3 years. Very aggressive debates. Nothing personal about that. That was what I think at that time, and that was what we think. But it never spoiled our friendships. We kept talking. Sirifo and so many other youths from the UDP have been to my house before, many times. Every time we have debate with Garmi and others at iAfrica, after the debates, we go and sit and drink attaya and talk. Nko Gambian call politico manke nyo jawiyate. Politik bi du yefi sohorante. Most of us here, we come from political families. Some of us either pro our relatives or somebody, as Gambia is a small country. But I said they are here today because what is happening today is a continuation of so much dialogue that has been happening behind the scenes. And molnyantalo naleko kafo ko ninkari mang nyoje o matin na alieke nyoja wote. I believe that the Gambia is one family. Many of us have relatives in every part of the country. And many of us have relatives in every tribe. I believe that politics is about opinions and not about personal differences. So in 2026, Manluma Moy, lawyer Usainu Dabo is the best person. I said, lawyer Usainu Dabo is the best person to take the Gambia to bring an end to self-entrenchment, to bring an end to the rule of Adama Barrow. Not big Adama is our brother. Even after here, if he invites us, Chairman, Honorable, we will go and talk to him. But we said Adama must not pass through December 2026. Many people say it's just today I came to UDP. No. You know I am coming from the PDOIS. It's nothing personal, as I keep on saying. Lawyer Ousainou Darboe is not a stranger to me. He has attended at least 4 or 5 of my naming ceremonies, my children. You don't know that. Let me tell you. But I am coming from a different political angle with him. It did not spoil the relationship between us. Politics should not spoil relationship in Gambia. 4 of my naming ceremonies, lawyer Ousainou Darboe dafa de ñew. Ma ñom ni jaay ñoko de indi. My Bakau people are here. The chairman. He came today and I asked him to help me. He has never met me. Today is the first time. But I've met so many people in Bakau. My childhood friends are here. And I'm very pleased to appreciate them here with Dudo and others, the 2 Dodos in Akebal de Malti. We have seen you and observed you over the years. Politics, even if we are on opposite sides, I believe we can still work together to move the country forward. Lawyer Ousainou Darboe, as I said, has gone to school with Dr. Kurang, who is my father, Dr. Marena, who is my father-in-law, my uncle Barang, who brought me and gave me the first voter's card and tell me, Tafai Ousainou. And I went and voted for Ousainou. So while I'm at PDOIS, every time I meet Ousainou, we come from different political parties. Musmako jisi bottom ne alaji yangsi fenen mangi fenen musta happen. I'm telling you things which you didn't know. I am trying to say that the Gambia is one family. But we must all come together. I believe that Lawyer Darboe, as the party leader of the UDP, has the wisdom. He has the knowledge to lead the party. He has the experience. He has the track record. He's a good listener. For the past 5 years, I've been observing the UDP. One example, while Ousainou Darboe was away in America or in Europe, executive of the party, some of the executives were vacant. And these young people and these people you see around me here, they step in and they fill the vacant positions even before the party leader landed back to the country. That is a real democratic party. I'm not party you body fee. The party leader be nekuti fee. Then a position sa secretary sa do komuna feel su feke ne party leader be tukina. But why wahumane the UDP is perfect. But from outside, that is something I appreciate. And that party is capable enough to take the Gambia forward. Mane wa Gambia. Lunyo ragal pour sanil karta Ousainou Darboe. Tema mange watana gel mane ko yow so amé sa dom bu jigen xalé bu jigen. Ngane ko Alhaji mu ngi ni. Bopam mu ngi tanga. Ale bi jigen bi hejna amna fu mo sey way legi ragal na bur dem ci jekar bo xamne dina ko toroxal nda dang koy jox Ousainou nda dang koy jox Alhaji parce que Alhaji mi nga xamne bopam mu ngi deger Fabi is not going to hurt anybody. There you are. If he is my uncle, he attends my naming ceremonies. He moves around with my family. And I went to another political party and I met him and he never showed me anything, one single dot that I have done something wrong. I believe that when he becomes president, anybody who against him and anybody for him, he will stand for them. There you are. I'm not a sorry, but I appreciate you all and I believe that so many people here, Mo Jamal Bijande Yeo Karang Ousainou Bolle. I appreciate my brother when I saw him on the media. My brothers here, the chairman. I believe that they speak passionately. For everybody, my friends, my family is here also. I believe that you people following UDP speak passionately. But I have disagreed with most of the people here. But they don't take it personally. And that is a good principle I appreciate from the UDP. So it shouldn't be long. I know there will be questions. As the chair says, Mangenyan wa Gambia dilen wahne politics to yefi topante. The 2026 self-entrenchment can only be removed from the Gambia by the United Democratic Party. So, Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
I would like to stop here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much.
Okay, now we will give the floor to Honorable Chairman Yankuba Dabo.
Okay. So, good afternoon or good evening. I want to thank members of the press here present. Thank you for coming and providing coverage to many people who I believe are watching this live event across the world and in Gambia. I want to thank our party leader, ANM, Husseinu Numukunda Dabo. I want to thank our chairman, that is the chairman of the Bakau constituency here present, Mr. Duru Jao. We have our staunch supporter in Bakau, Dudu Kasajata, here in our midst. And then the honorable members of parliament that are here with us, Honorable Ahmed Kante and Honorable Lamin Sise, the Honorable Councillor for Banjulun Nimwe, and then many other members of the United Democratic Party, Nyauru Koma, and everyone else here present. I want to thank the main person who, as a result of the decision he had made today, brought us all together in this hall here in Bakau. And that is my brother, Alhagi Mamadi Kurang. You have given us a news worth celebrating today. And indeed, we are very much delighted. And we would like to say, welcome to the United Democratic Party. The party of yours, the party of your fathers, and then it is good to welcome you back home. As he rightly stated, the election year 2026 have already dawned on us, because now we are going to count months, not years, because the election is scheduled to take place on the 5th of December 2026. So 12 months to that date starts 3 days ago. So we already the third day into that year. And to have a news that which we are witnessing here today, to have that kind of news entering into the political year or an election year is indeed a very, very important, delightful, and a very good news for a political party any political party would run a mile in excitement for that news, and we are indeed going to also have a lap for that, because we are very, very delighted about that news. And as I said, we welcome Mamadi Kurang to the struggle, to the journey, to the strive to emancipate our people from the perpetual rule of one person in this country. Remember, Barrow came to power on the promises of ending self-perpetuity in power, because we had two leaders in this country who had been in power for more than 50 years. During that period, countries like America had 5 presidents. Many other countries in UK had more than 6 or 7 prime ministers leading their country. So the main reason many people believe, and I also subscribe to that view, and that is this: one reason why our country is still hadn't registered much progress within the last many years is because we have had very few leaders as presidents of this country. We had only 3 presidents. So we could have had many presidents within that period. Gambia celebrated how many years of independence? 53 years. Of 60 years of independence. That could have been 6 presidents. But we are unfortunate to tell our children that we had only 3 presidents within that period. And 3 presidents, all they can show us is that of, I built a 500 kilometers road, and another can say I built maybe an arch when you're entering into Banjul, and what else? But still we are having so many of our youths dying in the rough seas, going to other nations in search of greener pasture. That is certainly not a record of success, but it's a record of failure. Failures that we want to put an end to. And we believe we can do that. But we cannot do it alone. And that's why it is very, very significant to have an important and also a patriot like Mamadi Kurang, who had done so much in his own contribution to this nation by educating so many people who have gone on to man significant portfolios in our government structures in this country. And he had done that, sometimes voluntarily, simply because he wanted to make sure that this country prospers. And I'm sure he's also a household name in the Gambian politics. A lot of people do listen to him. A lot of people are inspired by him. A lot of people are convinced by him. And today, the decision he made, I believe, would inspire many of those people if they are sitting on the fence to see to it that the United Democratic Party is the vehicle that will be able to liberate this country from the mismanagement, misappropriation of our funds by this national puntum pantam party of President Adam Barrow. I mean, you have all witnessed it not long ago. We had a minister came onto the public space to tell us that we are owing, or the country is owing Car Powership $19 million. That's almost about $1.5 billion. Only for those people to turn up to say, no, they are not owing us anything. So what were they trying to do with that money? They were trying to steal that money, but on a broad daylight. Anyone that had done that in our society, you know what we would have done? Everybody would have shouted, "Sache, sache, thief, thief, thief," and we would have chased them. But these people, we have not done that to them. The audit reports have told us so many misappropriations that have happened to our public funds. You know, one thing why the average Gambian is suffering is because we have a government, successive governments have concentrated very much on what they call infrastructural development. Not much has been done towards improving the welfare of the Gambian people. So welfare has never been a priority for these successive governments. Only the welfare of those that are working within the state, for the states, have been considered or prioritized, but the rest of the masses were left to fend for themselves. And this is the reason why many of our youths felt hopeless and frustrated and felt desperate about their situation in this country. That can only be changed and alleviated by a political party, a government that understands that development is not only about building infrastructures, but development is about taking care of the welfare of your people, ensuring that everybody earns a basic minimum living standard. And we can assure you, a United Democratic Party government will not only invest on infrastructure, but will also invest on the welfare of the Gambian people. This is the government a government that promised our people that if you voted for us, we will improve your living standards from what it was before 2021. But the same president, I think it was barely 1 year into that second term, told every Gambian that you're going to pay at the hospitals. It's no longer going to be free. Even healthcare is something that they were not willing to support the poor in this nation to be able to at least get that basic healthcare need or healthcare support. They didn't want to do that. So I don't want to spend much time talking. I know time is of essence here. But I just want to once again express our delight as a party and as supporters and members of the United Democratic Party to have been able to convince, and I know this was not an easy decision for Mr. Kurang to make. As he rightly said, he's not a novice in politics. He's a bit well experienced in politics and must have done a lot of consideration, a lot of mulling over, a lot of brainstorming and appraising of which particular party would serve not only my interest, but the interests of the greater number of this nation. And we are not surprised that he had made that decision, because we believe in that is what this party stood up for so many years. And when we campaign in my region, in the West Coast region, we promised the people of that region that is what we're going to deliver. And I believe today many people felt that we have actually lived up to the promises and the expectations that they have in us. And I can promise you that most Gambians who are in doubt, and we tell you this, give us the benefit of the doubt. Just give us the benefit of the doubt. Just cast that vote to us. Give us 5 years. If we do not prove to you and we fail to live up to your expectations, get rid of us. But as Mr. Kurang alluded to, we cannot afford to give another president a third term in this country. And Barrow cannot be given a third term. Okay. And on that note, I conclude by congratulating and indeed welcoming my brother home, back home to United Democratic Party. I thank you all.
Thank you.
Yes. So, I am going to decorate my brother with our United Democratic is enough. One is enough. One is enough. One is enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Chairman Yankuba, for that splendid statement. I would like to invite Honorable Kadri.
Yeah, Hamra Jambira. Chairman Naja. Mariano Maningo, Zambix. Thank you very much,
Silence, please. Silence, please.
moderator. We are delighted to be here,
Silence, please.
and we appreciate your coming. This is what we expect, and this is what you have been delivering. Anytime politicians call, our veteran journalists respond positively. On that note, we thank you for being here with us today. Our being here today is a significant moment, a moment wherein our own brother, Mr. Kurang, had made a decision. And that decision is a positive decision. We will assure him that the decision that he has taken today is the best decision towards many important things that will follow suit for the development of this country. I appreciate the chairman of Brikama Area Council, my own chairman, Ba Keba Kinte, is here with us, the community members of Bakau, chairwomen of various constituencies here present, the councillor of Banjulindi Ward, our chairman of Bakau constituency, Mr. Nyaur Koma, and many other important personalities who are here with us. We recognize all of your presence. Having been said here and listening to our brother, of the fundamental reasons he have highlighted that motivated him to join this, to make this important decision, one that stands out is the economy of this country. The economy of this country is at a very bad shape. We are just in the budget session. Today, in fact, was the budget debate. Imagine, he touched areas of borrowing. Currently, if you look at this year 2026 budget, the estimate for 2026 is $36 billion. The estimate. But if you look at 55, if you look at the debt servicing, the money that will be utilized for our debt servicing is about 30% of that budget. The 30%, which is $13 billion, is going to be on the debt service. My brothers and sisters, when we look at our development sectors, the productive sectors, there is nothing much that we are giving that can significantly improve our stability in terms of food self-sufficient, our other welfares like education and even security. So you'll see, Tori, that the economy that he took as a principal factor to inform his decision to join United Democratic Party is at a due course. He's an economist. He knows. But he have the belief that if Gambians come together and vote for His Excellency Lawyer Usainu Dabo, that economy will be restored. Productive sectors within our society will be reinforced, and money will go into the value of the goods. He is an economist. He knew all these things, he analyzed all these things, and he has made a final decision. Second point he highlighted is about our young democracy. My brother, if we successfully introduce two-term limit in this country, no president is going to be, a dictator in this country. No president. Because any president who wanted to be a dictator of this country would reflect his mind that I am here for only 10 years, maximum. After 10 years, where am I going to? You're coming back to the same people that you have been brutalizing. You will not like to do that. Or you will not like to see yourself in that situation. So you will be a humble president, a servant for the community of the whole Gambia. And that decision also is well thought, Mr. Kurang. Having said that, we have other speakers. We will say we appreciate your coming, and we believe your coming will take a progressive step towards realization of our desire, the desire that will lead us to a better Gambia. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Kante. Okay. Now I will invite Honorable Caesar.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين على تنتو من سبا من سكالن كيو من يالا فوفي متوم بلو فوبي كفتانو نيوما جام مال بيا كلام تنيامين بركة تنترو فلوني na kibaro bunda mulla men mu jonoli solti allod la warata baake allod la ñi ñata ñim banko kam baake ñi membe keri jambi pour que kuma kan wol futandi molma kuma kan ken jaari ngol mem futa jang kuma kan wol membe kalisari pour que futandi molma ñin kibar dima atol lebe o do ko ke kan so kal tentu kal je kay tan dal ko without you there will be no democracy so allod la kuma da baake banko kan so to thank all of you me content draw follow la mbari ndingola honorable Alhagi Mamadi Kurang me yalon ko amu politiko kono ntol funding kewol ye yakarangolti ntol funding kewol nka yaka mol la politiko kono me yalon ko ay hormo soto ay daji ko beto soto andu ay londo fanan soto aboko diamuni ni diala ntol funding kewol membe politiko kono kala fi yo funding ke ba sifal la kayaka wala adum Alhagi Mamadi Kurang be mo le kono men yalon ko ye londo soto le la londo fana ye horomo soto akono andu la politiko fana ika tamandin toñala so ni mo men be o nyama ni ko anata kafu ila kafoma wo mo kontane ku balti womulla fa balti United Democratic Party ngol men bebe jam chairman become area council Yankuba Dabo Mbe Konton Nabake, Honorable Kante, Busumbala constituency, Chairman Bakau constituency, Councilor Banjurindi Ward, West Coast Region, United Democratic Party, la Dingol Membe Jambal Be Konton. Ntebe mem fola drong Busumbala constituency la chairman obe jamba keba ngi fana konton bake inim Alhagi Mamadi la family fana ngi be konton men yalon ko yakata ko ke ilote fe pour ka jebo ngafuta bitem bon kato hada mbadu nibe duna politiko kono annata dunya bele befe bar ni la family mantare fe drom fente bul bar kabri la family be ko ma drom alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alfentol so family kawol tendo kawol jey kata jamal le keta ndikita ko hani men mulandu mo selimu da fana concept bi le fana yala blessing di la pour ka je ko yene ka fu United Democratic Party ma ka fana tentu ka jey afana bu molti melo kay kata ko pour ka bari United Democratic Party dingol mbemem folale wala nyinti ko nkana ko mem fo alse ila mo ala ba misilma dino ni wuluta misilma dino kono yes sangi tan kono to baluje ko sayen internet to jefa mo wuluta kafiriya kono ma foko politiko membe karado la kafiriya I'm just trying to give you an analogy so that you understand amari nata adunda muslime ya kono ay sanji chame balu tilikina to jefa ina be kanyata muslime adino kono albe kanyanta otole so Mayor United Democratic Party law ado kalam 1996 aning Alhagi Mamadi Kurang men jointa be kanyanta United Democratic Party United Democratic Party dingole kangomen soto yo kangole soto United Democratic Party alana ka kafu United Democratic Party ma is ala conviction ole meyalon ko abelorin tafundo lelka kadum kake United Democratic Party dingoti amanche ko ibetar kafola kono but is to believe in a certain set of principles and values. So those are the values Alhagi Mamadi Kurang has bought into today. And he believes that the best decision to rescue this country 2026 is to join United Democratic Party. So what I'm saying, another kafo nyimma. So mbesa embrace nga kalam tako do kola bembema Gambia dingol kaitanda lako Useni Dabo manna pour que president in this country. Our party leader is not coming to be a president in this country. He has already been a president. There has not been any politician in this country who has been celebrated and enjoyed the highest level of loyalty than Lawyer Useni Dabo. Never on the face of this country. That has never happened. He has been the minister. He has been the vice president. He has never molded a single block for himself to build a structure in this country. Audit reports from 2017 to 2019, no audit report has revealed that Lawyer Useni Dabo has interfered with a corrupt activities with a butut of Gambian dollars. That has never happened in this country. This is Lawyer Useni Dabo, who has been brutalized and beaten, imprisoned by former dictator Yahya Jammeh. When he stepped his foot at the gate of Mile 2, after being imprisoned for 8 months, the first word he said, I have forgiven President Jammeh. That is enough for every Gambian. Hey, more than our funny. Akonya ko ni yete ta ware yankubata ware modota mbe karto failaina nkaye ko Lawyer Useni Dabo karanta yankubata atele londo sota atele karanta tantete atele experience tantete atele dunia kalam tantete atele sa Gambian no kafuno nyoma atele sa diversity kafuno nyoma atele patient soton tol atele balafas ton tol Gambia dingol ni ko be karto failante ta faila way. That is something sentiment. That is not by principle. So Alhagi Mamadi Kurang Gambia dingol mba fulale ko even this government cannot account for Gambia dingol men be fata nyum ba kono bakaw ngol nga fale. I'm sorry to say this, and every time I step in bakaw because I demand about it. Alsa kalam taw nyama mo jamal la fata ba kono jam alla bakaw jam ndemban clinic balla bakaw jam. Go just move 100 meters away from this building. You will have a testimony of a woman whose husband is lying on the floor because there is no bed in that health center. You will just do that. Go to that hospital. You will find somebody sitting in a wheelchair and a drip is posted on the person because there is no bed. If you say you want to impose charges on people for medical fees, but that has to be accompanied by the quality of service, that is not what we have today. Ni ko ye silo dada silo nyanta kata karam mo leto karam mo me yalon ko ti ca kendo le beje infrastructure beje bare silo ma nyanta kata loptano to loptano me yalon ko bor teje no sol fana man tara loptano ama nyanta kata karam mo me yalon ko ti cal man tara je adun karam kendo man tara karam mo. This is infrastructure development. It should lead to those type of developments. So the men for that will need to go. I remember about our debt. As today where we stand, na banko julomen benna $129.5 billion. Wala benna banko la bi. $129.5 billion. Wala benna banko la. Na banko julomen benna na banko la kodo billion cheme billion mo ni kononto anin talanteo o julo la benna banko la. Ni wo julo tata kata min tole ni na mo economy so la problème ka julo ta man ke problème because banku bal membe dunya ko ka julo tale ban ni julo te ka dum di mele ko e ka julo ta ya dum di fenku na france fembondi ye julo jo bari ko julo ke fenti to len tax ndi ngomen ka ko kana julo jo. As we stand today na budget o me alon ko ngalandi for 2026 is 55.3 billion tallu ni lulu anim million ceme saba wala mun na budget to be men dapansi la pour 2026 sama kon bari wo billion tallu ni lulo kono billion tanning fula anim fen wo be kata julu jol. Hey gamye nolo, you guys have to sit and analyze that billahi wala ni nyam banko tamita 2026 la. It will take you 20 years to fix it. Billahi wallahi taala. It will take you 20 years plus to fix the mess that is happening in this country. Allah barakaba.
Thank you.
Hey, what is going on? Stop it.
Question and answer.
Yeah, we are running out of time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Honorable Cisse. Now there will be questions and answers. So I will like, if you are asking a question, please identify yourself and your media, and be precise to your question and straight to the point, please. We are running out of time, so we will be taking questions and answers for only 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Garme. We appreciate it. Allah muna yobu ci UDP. Maa ngi nekk ci politics so at least sorry what why for a short period in the last 4 years or 5 years. I'm not yaakaar ne to the experience much in politics. I waxtaan naa ak Honorable Ousainou Darboe. Waxtaan naa with most of the people here before this time. And dama feel ne daal I'm going to contribute a lot. Képp koo xam ne campaign nga ak man ak képp koo xam ne campaign ñu ak man sax dinaa def mën a def pexe pour convince la to vote for Honorable Ousainou Darboe. And I have other specific experiences. Yoo xam ne man ko indi si parti bi. Data management, strategy, etc. But I want to make reference to one point. Mangi won IEC on the day of 2021. Okay, I'm going to tell them, and when we are talking to the IEC in 2021, Dama represent PDOIS as the national pooling agent in IEC. I think that's a good experience. Balama joge office PDOIS, them to IEC office in Kanifing. What I say with one of the pooling agents from Bundung, which is a very congested area, 6 o'clock la joge si bureau bi Churchilltown, them Bundung. At 6 o'clock, at that time, what I say access to me, mom, I'm not results some bepare. Tay mangi halat over and over. Luta man ma wara talk in IEC for 24 hours. Bala IEC announce results. I am going to tell IEC and I'm going to tell the party and the opposition that we must engage with dialogue with the IEC. Senegal, 17 million people. The population of Dakar more upper Gambia. Bala midnight, the results is already announced. United States of America, 100 million voters. IEC, we gave them almost $500 million. The same computers, when I'm Gambia, computer bobulang am Dakar. Computer when I'm IEC fee, mom lang am America. So if they can announce millions and millions of votes and count it, man ma joge Bundung. Results be, sister be muwon makomuna malila, hilang am in this polling station. And then 24 hours for them to put it in the computer and add it is too long. So that's one of my specific experiences. We are going to Gambia 2026. So you want to spend $500 million to IEC, then what I want bala midnight Gambian see, then buga ham. Baro declare. Yes, the IEC will know that they have to announce the results. And if Yalla Defne Baro lose now, the Fawara concede Bala Gambian City Teda.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we want after this?
There will be a lot of processes on the ground, on the middle, on the level, national level.
Let it be very precise, please.
Yes, okay.
Thank you. Proceed.
I'm not solar. I'm a phone. So again, I need protection. I'm a worried them to the president. Okay. President called them up. Why am na ñu mo call si parti bobu NPP. Watana man tay gaay am nañ fa position lolu yaga na du tay. Tay su fekkoon ne place la bu won. Naa doon dem foofu ma lobby nekk directeur fii wala nekk fii ministre su ma gën a yàlla dimbale wa tey su ma nekkee ministre lan lañ maa munal if I need protection I will go to the power moom moo amee doole bi gis nga moo fi mun a arrest chairman moo mun a arrest any of the MPs moo mun a arrest Mamadi himself at the gala demonstration president has the power. My conviction, Moma Dugal to the UDP.
Thank you. Thank you. Next question.
Okay, sister. Please, can you identify yourself on media, please? Internet. Thank you.
Yes, I think we know that number one problem in the government today is corruption. There is a lack of will on the existing government to stop corruption. I'm not going to president be nandut affaire si lol mota munu ko stop. Why man believe mané du lolu rek su dé lol la du lolu rek. Dama believe I think that he doesn't have the willpower in his government to fight corruption. So when you fight corruption, you will already be able to protect the resources. And then you come to the basics. Gambia has to produce. Nobody money go kula dan han baka ojam fa metambi kan gadi no molka mano do kuja. Da ni da bolon kono mano ka do kuje par sa machine tije farol bebe kanyandin. Sun faroy munu ko ligay. In CRR, we know both North Bank, South Bank, Gambia have one problem. What we used to produce, we cannot even produce it. There are so many Jahali Pacharis in this country, but they are redundant. So the first thing is to make use of the natural resources in the Gambia, the water, natural sweet water that we have, to make the Gambia productive. If a UDP government comes to power, I am going to be one of the people to push for that, to make sure that they empower. Look at our river, our sea. So they may feel, I go there, I talk to the fishermen. And you know what they tell you? All the fishing is going out of the Gambia. The foreign fishermen are coming with big boats. The people who are born in Bakau and other places, they cannot fish. You have to go far away to fish, and your machine is not powerful enough. So we must empower the Gambian youth. Instead of going back way to die, we give them the resources to produce.
Thank you. Thank you. Next. Okay. Okay.
Okay. I've told them the only 6 and 9 is the people I don't borrow and the people I see leave UDP for no reason. Yes. When my uncle and the honorable and my friends come to me, I said, during one of these discussions, we had discussions even before Gala demonstration about joining UDP. To ask Silvo, we have been debating for 3 years. After debate with Garmi, we go and sit outside and go to Tonte Naga, Costa Road and drink attire and talk. I said, no, wait, this and that. Then let us say, I said, but first of all, tell me who is going to lead the party. Then I can think about it. That tells you something. 6 and 9 is about corruption. They told you just now, I am an auditor. I have been involved in Janet Commission, and in Janet Commission, we investigated everybody in the Gambia. Where I was saying that I've been working for 50 years, his name did not appear once. I've been been a consultant with the local government commission. So I can lawyer that one nit ku bugé la. And then his name will be there because you know his name will be in one of the vouchers. His name will be there in one of the purchases. But my uncle have said here, lawyer will say you can say anything, but you will not say dafa bugé. So if the UDP come and tell me he is the party leader, he's going to be 2026. Hussein is not a 6 and 9. I still have questions with Barrow, and I have questions with those who leave the UDP for no reason.
6 and 9. Sorry.
Proceed.
Yes. Say?
Okay.
What's it? How my move to UDP will contribute to national development. Yes, I think UDP knows they will take Mamadi as they see him. And my brothers and everybody here, they know that Hanatarambe UDP, if I see something which is not going right, I am still going to be Mamadi. I will talk about it like how I talked to my friends when I was a small boy and I resist, even the whole club is against me. How I resist in St. Augustine's, if you ask my friends, even the whole class is against me. Today they are my best friends because they know I stand for justice. How I risk at the university, they wanted to seize my degree, but I said no, I stand by what I say. And today they are my friends. How I went to Janek Islamic Bank, I resist, they dismiss me, and I'm not to hold any grudge against them. I went to the Janek Commission, I resist, they dismiss me. I still resist. If the UDP, I am there, that is why I'm telling people, Thailand gen sanil Usenu, but Dabo Karta. Man suma faneke, suma jise lo hamne njut judge la, I will not keep quiet.
Okay. So we will take 3 questions and we will after evening. Standard newspaper. Can you raise your voice a bit, please? Sorry.
PDOIs. No, today I have no problem against PDOIs. But yeah, they are different. That's what I mean. The ideologies are different, but both of them have the same objective, to develop the Gambia. I have no problem with PDOIs, but I think even if I stay there for another 5 years, PDOIs cannot take over cannot stop Adama Barrow's third term. I believe that I'm going man for one, and I was very active. Man for maneka, dumadeneka half and half. Everybody knows Mamadi. I am very passionate. Dumaneka the different, I'm 100%. When I was in PDOS, can convince me to go there, I went there 100% and I gave everything up. I appreciate what I learned from them. And I have no problem with that. Gambia has almost 20 or so parties now. I see 20 parties here, you know, no party majis. Mungie ligay. Te mungie def. Mungie am democracy bo hamne leader bi su fekkee ne day na tey sa the party will go. Su fekkee ne tukki na the party will go. Party bo hamne bu muna stop Adama Barrow tatam wax na ko ci biti man ko wax ci biir moy United Democratic Party. Hey Gambia. Ndam man numa buga suma bopa Gambia moma opale. Numa buga party. No matter how much I like a political party, I like the Gambia more than the political party. I love my country more than any political party. And now for the love of my country, I have to look at which party can deliver to my people the mandate they need in December 2026.
Thank you.
And that is
Okay, so there is no questions. Sirfo, I will give you.
the chairman, before you go, you want to say something?
He will just understand. Sirfo, I will give you 3 minutes.
A time.
3 minutes, huh?
So, anyway, the man Kadiamo said the bad. Left a government for the you go. Mojama Yamoko, then Alhagi Mamadi Kurang, we've been in the panel. I have the TV. We are always there. Government discourse, William Bank quote. And Alhagi Mamadi Kurang, the Kalakumu, the Bamani. Alhagi Mamadi Kurang, will let us hear you. But 12 o'clock, Garme is here, is our witness. Because Garme la panelo ngata wala to ngata jël ba 12 o'clock nimboda je ala jël kanta samba ayinjindi Costa Road na mo rota general Busumbala ala je na bakaw jam. Sometimes sen samba fona Johnson I cough kana na bakaw jam. And we have been discussing. Ninsita panelo do. Yes, he always says 6 and 9. But I always ask him, what do you mean by the 6 and 9? He's here. And his only problem about the 6 and 9s, I remember William, those are the people who left the party. That has ever been his problem. because Menkana William Nindiko, Alhagi was lonely. I am lonely, I am Keko lonely, I am Baro lonely, and they are lonely for Wolmu Molet Melialonko. They are not in UDP for the Gambian people, but they are in the UDP for their personal interest.
Thank you.
Now, as we said,
We are running out of
Men will come in now.
Now we will
Chairman, sit down.
Now we will invite Honorable UDP Chairman for Bakau constituency, Honorable Budu Jao, to give us vote of thanks. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ngamobe kontong itola ni kontonglu mbe duwala mobe sima bala jata kende anin harje filimba folo mu kontanta bake pour ka sarajang kadiamu mole especially Musafa Ndoma, Ndima, Mbaringo, Minketa, Mamadi Kuranti, Alana UDP, I am contane bake because Lafaro mi alonko nyon tamolon. Yo ni obotaje ngamol kontong na honorable bijang ni kontong na chairman yankuba kontong aning mol nimbe bentajang chairmanolu chiaw manolu aning ya kompinolu ibele bijang tankol fana journalist ol fana mbe konton na bake mbe tentula katu itolle kam wala kuma kangol fintin yo lafta diam la ku kiline la jam yalon ko honorable Lamin Cissé a fojang wala mu bakam ko la dindi wala baku eta na fo drom mobe ni ko yal bare nsa min tandi ala drom wala mu bakam ko la ke opposition oti bi e ka sangi talul le bayndi ila ke opposition oti amanke kuti fo nimman sakunda mazakunda min be sita Gambia jam 24 na keno la kolu wala yatin kabo ke point fajara a pipeline you name it kata for janning in South Canifing estate Canifing layout ko to for even half of manjay abe mu bakaw ko la lan bar bakaw dinti ye min se korda soto wot nimman sakunda atare ka bakaw ko bad ñinne atina baka onkol keta opposition wot anu hane say nimman sakunda mi ma problem o address ntolbe opposition ya ala dron ni be kelela fo janna dam wala mun na problem wolti wala tina dinno wala tabaku e fanan fine ikanyinna fako yeta ye fa ba ko wala fisiate si gambi wala mi la mira roti ntolma la fieta bagwe bare ila fital kataje e ko yeta bagwe fa ba ko wala fisiate si gambi because gambia be kolyarin bakele andu na mira roto bi UDP da mala se gambia bondi no adunta din ko min kon nim man carte fa UDP gambia to bola no din ko kon woto Mamadi Kurang ala na UDP mba fala mobe mini bije isina UDP nga kafunyoma nga baro bondi ntolle nga keje ni moli ala kumo fo fanta kamalle because ntolle nga ka funya tolla keje to nyalo bare mba kala je wato minna jiko min bala bi wota ala kunu mabi man saya ko min mbari maka fo dembo bay fo mbari malom anene nabe diamola ko mala nim baro ko mal fa ko baro ko ni man silandi fangol so bimbe la ito la banta wala ko ne silata barolal bawo sembo be ba telebul comme Mamadi min fo natala alla fita symbol la alla fita support la abita barole abiko sembo be wala yo bot mobe sa kalam tawanyama alinga diamu nyoe nga kafunyoma nga jibembe UDP 72 yala nyami nga UDP fanan jibe ibe banko sambala no nyami barka sidon ka ko carte banko sambala no warante njawolum kari ani bi gambe futata tembol to tembo mi yalon ko mbe dakulol to dal se bonno din ko kono le warante nga dundi mbakol woto alinga carte fa UDP gambe samba lafta la dami ala barka baake namo
Okay.
Thank you.
So we can pray and we can end this conference. Thank you. Okay, thank you all.
Group outside.